How Dutch is Dutch Bros Coffee? Do you want to bet? Hi, I'm Paul, and I pronounce Dutch words and names the way a Dutchman would pronounce them. Oh, it looks pretty Dutch, doesn't it? Now let's take a step back. If you're from outside of the United States, if you did not grow up here, you probably have never heard of this brand, right? I mean, everybody's heard of Starbucks, but have you ever heard of Dutch Bros? Probably not. Well, they're pretty big in the United States. They're present in 14 different states where they have over 700 drive-thrus, making them the largest privately held drive-thru coffee chain in the US of A. And that's a big deal. Of course, they started small, like many companies, and they were founded by, guess what? Two brothers. But were these brothers Dutch? Let's take a look. Meet Dane and meet Travis. Very Dutch names, right? Dane and Travis. They're from Oregon and they started their business with a pushcart and an espresso machine. Why did they decide to name their budding coffee business Dutch Bros? What's the Dutch connection? Well, their grandparents came from the Netherlands. In fact, their last name reveals it all. Their last name is Boersma, as most Americans would pronounce it. Boersma, Boersma, Boersma. Of course, we would say in the Netherlands, Boersma. Boersma, and boer means farmer. So these are kind of Dutch farmer boys, but they had big plans and great ambitions, and they made them all come true. They wanted to move on from the pushcart to a drive-through, and this is what their drive-throughs look like today. Pretty cool, huh? They still have the same theme going on. You'll often see them use red, white, and blue. And of course, their windmill is their main symbol, their main logo. So that's the Dutch Bros drive-through as you would see them most of these times in the United States. Now, do they make a Dutch-style coffee? Do they? Well, let's take a look. Does this look like a Dutch coffee to you? It's Dutch coffee flavored, strawberry flavored coffee. Well, the Dutch like their coffee very simple, very strong, and very dark. And these are more like slushy type of things that contain lots of sugar because teenagers love the sugar rush and they're the biggest clients of this chain. So it's not that you can get really Dutch coffee there. It's more like a coffee shake type of thing, a smoothie, whatever it is. And they come up with very interesting flavors, but nothing is pointing to their Dutch heritage. It's by name only. Now, the baristas, by the way, are not called baristas at Dutch Bros. They're called broistas. Broistas. And the company motto is make a difference one cup at a time. And making a difference is exactly what they do. Because in 2009, Dane passed away from ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease. So every year they have a fundraiser for the Muscular Dystrophy Society or Association of the United States. And they hope to invest in research to prevent this disease from ever touching another life again. We're still on the search for a cure, but that's the good thing they do. Dutch Brothers Coffee. They're named in honor of their grandparents, Dane and Travis. That's the story of Dutch Bros. Have a great day. Tot ziens. Bye-bye.